Hello. Welcome to Wildermyth. This is like an RPG that creates itself as you play it. It's very good. No mods. I don't know why I always re-roll them. Okay. This book. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. How does that saying go? The unwritten word causes the most harm? Good. Then let this be the beginning. Here in our yondering country. Something in the woods is very strange. It's the Gorgon. Pardon me, Gorgons. Weighed on only but an unwieldy list of errands, a young man named Wildermyth takes the seasonal road to town of Sandgray. I'll have to get the news from Master Artlock. He'll want to hear the hill rumours too. All these omens and sky readings. Pick up salt, pick up beer, pick up an herb book. That'd be useful. That's all on my way back though. Could always use a rope. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, yeah? Here's the hard part. Getting Lunbora out of bed. Hopefully it's just her in there, and hopefully she's wearing clothes this time. Or else that's smoke! Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Wildermyth hurries towards town, thinking of Lunbora, a young woman whom he's known since boyhood. Ooh. Let's make them rivals. Or maybe not so fine. Hey Lunbora, you here? She's there all right. I can put out that fire, can't I? Extinguish. Let's help Lunbora. Huh? The fire didn't reach your house? Figures. Lunbora, you know you can't really hide from a fire. Well, that Idiot! Why is no one... Yeah, you! What? Please stop drawing attention to us! Get in! I don't know why they're northern. Your bow! Yeah! These... what are they? They were things. They were monsters, they... Blah. There, hear it? I've one trapped in the garden. Well, staying put's not a plan, sorry to say. Right, so here I've got some tools around. Look, I know we're not best friends, but we still find a reason to see each other. Can you help me fight it off, maybe? Ooh. Yeah, pickaxe. Just watch my back, yeah? I'll do what I can. Don't run. Right, let's kill him. Well, she's got a bow, so she can wait. Of course he's going to attack the woman. Good job, everyone. Killed a wounded deer. Ooh! Ooh, I'm gonna go for Paladin. The thing is, if I could go back and pick the fire one, I would do that now, but let's go for piercing shots. Accuracy, yes. Oh look, they've grown. Well, not how I expected the day to go, but I think we're both heroes, isn't that good? The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris, some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. Martrick must already be waiting for us. I'll go alone, but we should both go. Martrick? He's at that ruined tower by now. It's a long way. Can we leave the town? We can't. Can we leave the town a mess? Others will take care of it, but Martrick will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. Is it really? Yeah. Anyway, I just think we said we'd meet him. We should. The tower in the hills. You been there? Yeah, once, actually. Looking at the tracks. They come and they go that direction. Vilolf and Lambora follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best, and dreading every other possibility. Ooh. Let's go friendship. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. If You've known Martrick longer than I have. He's pretty capable, I feel like. Oh! Yeah, Martrick's a little different to Fathom at times, but he doesn't often disappoint me, you know. Weird things do tend to happen around him, but I'd say he's probably up there now, figuring things out. Let's go. Let's go. The tower where Martrick had arranged to meet Vilo von Lombora is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well, he could survive being chased through them. And now I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive, until that beast breaks through. We stand separated in space and in perspective, as the crow and the wolf he looks down to. Blah, blah, blah. But one of us must kill the other. What can a bird do but caw at you with his wings bound? The tower is an heirloom of an earlier people. The locals have lost the legend of it. The emptiness is deep and fragrant, the odour of 10,000 rains that have soaked into stone. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. That book, why have I never... Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beast? I'm also wondering. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. The chained boy gives no great insight. It's the uncomfortable story of a boy shackled to a rock by his parents, who sends his spirit free, moving through the links of the chain that binds him. The Tears of Oak Woman is a weird, rootless tragedy of a woman made of oak who stands on a sea cliff and is eaten by termites as she waits for her driftwood love to wash ashore. The flotsam beauty floats forever past the edge of the incoming tide. The Sand Grain Quilters tells of an assembly of very old people who, instead of dying, take up quilting. They live together, speak rarely, making magnificent quilts. Martic reaches the last word of the final tale. A few blank pages are left. This book. Something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Good, then let this be the beginning. Here in our yondering country, Martrick writes, words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Pain lights Martrick's head, subsides. I made it to morning. He lowers his bleary eyes. His story lies before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? A spoon or a staff? Let's go spoon. Open wide, beast. I'm getting out of here. I suppose it's behind this thing here. Yep. Yep. Isn't magic fun? Whoops. Easy breath. Whoops. Right. Yeah. We may as well give it to him. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. But Martrick moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. Did I make it? I did, didn't I? He closes the tower door gentle to make no noise. That was the mystic's art that I did, right, tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them. Suddenly I could listen to the bookcase, talk to the flame. I feel the sweetness in that onion plant. Martrick? I don't suppose I can get folks to call me a wizard. Martrick, you alright there? Hey Martrick, something happened? Yeah, I forgot you two were coming. I'm sorry, I just had the weirdest night and day, and me and this boulder I'm next to only barely survived. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from town? Yeah, that's from Sandgreen. It burned? I'm on a loo day, bruv. Blah. Things are different than they were. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. A monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Well, I'm a wizard. Well, that was a good ending to that story. Oh, this place is infested. Is it infested? I don't know. How are you doing, Lou? Can't we rest here? I suppose we could go back to Sandgrain. It is fun, bro. This is like a this is an RPG which is all randomly generated. So the story is random, the characters are random. It's really cool. I've forgotten how to recover. Oh, I don't care. We fight as a group. We learn a little on our ability to strike at range. Lean. Maybe. Sound good? A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack the town of Sandgrain. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Input's absolutely welcome. It's necessary for us to feel good about this. Sure. Well. I just came out of there. If we're methodical, patient, we can fend them off at least. Okay, we got +1 warding. We're fighting a raccoon and a deer. Yes, I'm aware of how to play the game, thank you. Right. My wizard doesn't really need to be in the line of sight. Where are the fucking baddies? Come on. Hey! There's a baddie. There's the other baddie. Great. We're going to die here. Whoops. Let's see if we can get Martik to summon up a spell. I think that's all he can do, to be fair. Everything else would be detrimental. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not too bad. Nice try, Lambora. Jesus Christ. Do you know what? Right, let's get Wolf in there. Vilulf. And let's get our wizard. Oh, there we go. Done. Ooh. Obviously, that's going to go to Vilulf. The Stargot's Gutter. Brilliant. Speed would be good for Lambora. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluids darken the dust. Just blood, I suppose. Corrupted blood? Corrupted is a heady word. Hey, look at this. Look what we did. Yeah? Day drops. Day rises. Dusk is sweet, the sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. I always knew this morning would rise, when I'd gaze into the sky and see a destiny for myself, a destiny to inspire song. Let's not wait to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land. We'll fight. People need us. We'll give ourselves a name and make sure it's one they'll sing. Sounds like you've thought about this. Maybe the Legion of the Two-Headed Requiem. That's such a stupid long name. After that, the three of them are inseparable. Rumours are rampant. Heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Here follow the tales of the Legion of the Two-Headed Requiem. Be remembered. Oh no. Oh no. The easy to kill guys are getting stronger. I mean, obviously I'm going to secure this area. They'll forever be grateful for the work we do. Let's investigate thoroughly. Catalogue everything. Beautiful. Not exactly the most gripping part of the story, though. God, I don't know what I want. Oh, did I get all of them? Okay, cool. A ring. Great. Thanks. After that 10 days of searching. Right. Okay, let's go, let's scout up here. What's wrong? I sense magic. Gorgons? No, this feels more like something is lingering. Come on, it's this way. What is it? It's an overgrown mess, that's what it is. Help me uncover it. There we go. Ah, that's nice. Strong font. What a rush. What are you talking about? We just pulled some weeds. I don't feel anything. It's a spont of fell thread. Spell thread. It feels like someone is pouring honeyed sunlight, woven with strands of fire through my body. Honeyed sunlight? Yes, sunlight and starshine. While at the same time, it's an unfurling to the world around you, to the spirit of a place, a thing. Objects have spirits? Well, not like conscious ones. It's more that we're connected to everything. Spell thread, woven between all of reality. Sometimes I feel like there's an entire world I'm missing. That's how I feel when you talk about tactics. Or when you were describing how combat flows through you the other day. Or how I get into a sort of rhythm. You said it's like dancing. I can't imagine feeling that way. Oh, friends. Are they holding hands? Oh, we got some spell thread. That's cute. Let's go for heartwoods. Let's make some heartwoods here. Oh, this is an infested area. Okay, I've got one favourite fruit. The fruits of one's labours are the sweetest. Cute. Okay, my turn. Favourite thing to fight? That's like asking for my favourite rash. Least favourite then? Might have to be the Mortha guy. Is that because they're over the next hill? I can never quite tell if they're alive or not. It's distracting. One of these days it's gonna mess with the magic. And here I am making a career out of them. I'm not that old, right? Sometimes I wonder if it's not too late to start over somewhere. I wouldn't though, realistically. It'd reek of abandonment. Well, we appreciate that. What about you? What keeps you here? Honestly, I'm just following a breeze. The breeze blows me, and I see where it leads. It's led me here, but sometimes I feel like I had very little to do with that. Your battlemate's a fat, flighty little bird, it turns out. No, I respect that. Diplomatic of you. I'm not exactly a pillar of shining light myself. Got enough enemies out here, don't make yourself one too. Fair. Martha Guy do a fine job of that. We're getting close. Oh, I didn't know I could fight these guys in this campaign. I hate them. Lambora, you tit. Interfuse doesn't cost anything, does it? No. Let's do this one. Withdraw. Fucking hell, she can't hit anything. Okay, right. Oh fuck. Okay, we got one. Nice, nice. Look at us go. Oh, speed minus. Okay, well, we're obviously going to give that to the only person who can have it. And let's secure this area as well. Come on, let's clean this place up. Locals shouldn't see it this way. We're going to investigate thoroughly. For days. Reading is an escape for some. For Lambora, it represents other lives she can freely live. There's no need to deny her heart. The deeds and figures and stories have always been her guiding light. The resinous candlelight sticks to her cheeks. Digging up this library, walled away inside a ruin, There was no question where she would spend the winter. Unfortunately, she's fallen into a rut of reading she can't climb out of. More of the same. There's those piercing green eyes again. And of course her coy smile. Always her auburn hair, her piercing green eyes. Hey Lambora, you'll want to see this. Another grizzled veteran showed up. Seriously. For once, can we have a veteran that's not grizzled? Oh, Vilf, I was reading. I'll take your word for it. What are you doing here? Looking for something fresh and original? Prepare to be disappointed. I'm looking for you. Oh, me? Well, prepare to be disappointed. Anyway, look, I was nosing around in here the other day and look what I found. Saving the little book from a damaging fall, she glares at Vilf and then opens the marked page. Huh? This is just a map to the Library of Light? It's fake. It must be. Even I know it's just a story. Are you really this stubborn? We're talking about your dream, aren't we? Right, we're all off to the Library of Light now. The story continues. Old Penshop Ainbane, a wise man who lived in Skybarrow, told me this. Every worthy legend has 100 good variations. According to most tellings, the Library of Light was carved whole, shaped from a single limb that fell off the tree as stars. Most say the water-song sorcerer, Uvian Rai, brought the library into being. Some storytellers have it that he beguiled the great goddess, tricked her into performing the labours, then bound her in a wine flask and cast it upon the eternal sea. One version has him using his own life to complete the casting. Yuck. That one's gross. There's one where he visits the spirit realm. I don't remember why. I don't think anything happens. Maybe he just wanted to visit. The consensus is that he was a seeker of wisdom. Someone who saw knowledge itself as the greatest treasure, highest goal. The stories have always been like starlight, scattered and small and uncertain. But bound with his magic gram that draws the fragments together, becomes this single childish hope, this enduring, embarrassing sense of what if? Can you imagine it? A limitless, never-growing trove of books, every volume that's been written, every scroll, every epic. They'll arrive the next day. How should they spend the night? The fire is high, and their differences seem tonight like strengths. The night gives them courage. But the next morning, they'll reach their goal and find it guarded. Oh, fuck! Oh, blimey. Hill Guardian. Cool. Right, here we got first. I mean, that'll do for a start. Oh, I thought I could get that up there. I suppose I have to walk here. And to be fair, we could just wait this out. I can't believe we won. That was so close. Oh, right. I'm gonna carry on with the paladin path. What's this? I can go to Vilelf. Here's our tank. Raise your head if you knew there was gonna be a fight. Did you say raise your head? Raise your hand? Oh! Too late, it's not funny anymore. Uvian Rai rather famously recorded that there were 2 ways a traveller would be able to locate his library. There was his line, "Fools fear the wise, and the wise fear the fools," which I heard if you rearrange the letters it gives you a clue. I could never unscramble it. Right, a lot of O's. What's the second way? Just how big it is. The interior of the library is a symphony of sunlight playing for a frozen ballet of crammed shelves. Look at the carvings on the wood. Every space is crowded with volumes. Pardon me. This is impossible. This is what dreams look like. Could you even dream this? The library was a dream. That's how it began. Why I studied magic all my life. Same as every magician. I wanted to make dreams real. I didn't understand then. When dreams come true, the heart that was soft for seeds hardens against anything that might awaken it. It's another fight. The library was a dream, and that's what it must remain. Those who leave it will never find their way back. Lundborder? We need to leave Vilelf. Don't be stubborn, you old... Oh? Something I realised, I guess. I'm not sure when. A long time ago, maybe. Grand times I've spent with books, times I was alone with a novel, and a window, and a rainstorm. I'm glad we came here, glad we found it, saw it all. I've always been afraid to write my own stories, afraid they'll end up nowhere, and matter to no one. But I think that could be the next dream for me. Lombarda, what if you can't go back? In stories, isn't that the rule? That you can only visit it once? You know, I've been reading since I was small. Books by heroes and half-crazies. Fiction of all kind and quantity. What I'm thinking now is, it's time I start putting life into my own words. Oh, she leveled up. Oh. Go for piercing shot again. I'm doing very boring levels, I know. Oh, I can deal with that shit. That's fine. I think when I first played this, I didn't even know I could use legacy points to stop that from happening, so I might as well just let it go. What's this? Potency. What does potency do? I assume it's to do with spells, or I don't know. Let's salvage that. And Master can use that. Martrick. is here upon a secret lake, in a secret place, on a moonless night fit for promise breakers, ditch walkers, peaceless hearts, hiding from their own reflections. It was here on such a night she'd fled, pursued by the wrath of a goddess she'd cheated. Her Duneva coil laid her life's treasures. Oh, here! Here, Duneva coil laid her life's treasures to rest. Cheep, cheep! Green odours rise from the lake, its black muddy shore. A solitary moon piper whistles, while the windless reeds hold silent. Did I do the wrong thing, leaving Londbora to come foraging? Did I come too far? Talk to me, you big strange knight. As Vilulf is doubting the wisdom of wandering, he sees something strange. Spiderweb, thin and strung from stone to star. An impossible thread of light.
Should I fail to return, I tether you to these constellations. The line will fade, but the season of Kvarn, on a night the stars are samely scattered. Then your mooring light shall beam skyward like a brave, well-meaning pair of eyes. Be your discoverer.
20 hard strokes from shore, Vilulf hauls himself up. Through a hole the size of a pine nut, warmthless light streams. You feel the desperation, almost like it's still. Whoever was last here was powerfully scared. Even as he watches, it starts to shrink. The night sky rolls towards its horizon, and the light sinks back into the ground. Probably have to make my decision now. Just wish someone could give me a vote. Yes or no. I'll dig, I guess. I'll be silly and hope you weren't a trap or some hallowed thing. Finding himself unstruck by an unhappy hand of the heavens, he bends to dig, and soon scraping earth away with the butt of his spear, Vilulf uncovers the secret of this stony lake isle. Well, it's a rock. Sometimes you do have to laugh, how the world keeps you humble. Are you just a rock? I wonder what they considered you, whoever put you here. Bending, he gives it a tug. It's quite loose, so he gets his hands under it, hoping to heave it out, and almost falls on his butt. What? It's light! Why does it weigh as much as like a bread loaf? Maybe a hardy bread loaf, but a familiar voice calls him then. Vilulf! I don't know who that is yet. Hey Vilulf, how'd you get all the way out here? Londbora, I swam. Hold on, I'm coming back. You'll float, won't you? Let's wrap you in. Where's my oilcloth? Let's wrap you in that in case you don't like water. The swim bag is ungraceful, but the bag's stone bobbing tied at Vilulf's waist. Matrick found their position. The Gorgons gathered silent in the shadow of the mill. You're soaked. Aren't you cold? Silly of me, but I followed the light. Vilulf's rock is peculiar, odder than even its odd properties would seem to make it. Of water and star, of wishing salt and mended laughter, the stone-old story begins to tell itself. Okay, we can... Oh! No, you son of a bitch! I will get you. We need to get the stone spirit. I thought I could pick. Oh, sugar. Oh well. Oh, everything's fine. Days go by. The Battle of Mithshka Windmill becomes another gristle-cracking, Gorgon-blue memory. Viluf palms over at the stone he found, maybe for no other reason than its strangeness, its texture. Its contours are becoming familiar. That's how he discovers its secret. What's this I'm touching? That would be a rock, bud. Wax has been tampered into a grove in the otherwise hard, smooth surface. Sweating wax, softened by the fire's nearness. Viluf? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. What? Don't be sorry. I'll make sure I'm louder next time. Impossible to ignore. I'm sorry, I got... But how about there? Guess I can assume we're in a good spot. Safe. Safe-ish. Safer than some places we've slept. Screwing first the thumb down through the wax, Viluf squeezes his fingers in. Something's been preserved in the... and pinches loose a rolled slip of paper. Huh? The ancient note is scrawled in runes Viluf can't read. A map links star reckonings with hill shapes. A diagram swims with stick images, swirls, and a repeated shape that must be the rock. So for 3 thick logs of a fire, Viluf will study it, comparing constellations, interpreting the sketches of a hurried hand. Takes 2 people by the looks of it. Yeah, to wash a rock. Bathe it, he said. More intimate. I guess that's true. That's... Wait. Why are we saying that's true? It's intimate. Now I've just got to get another person excited about understanding an ill-charted, likely fruitless journey. Yeah, good luck. Long after the fire is embers, Viluf is up and map musing. Wait, I do know that ridge. That's apple tree land. Yes, someone left this and meant it to be found. I'm fine with that. That's fine. What's this? Here's the dawn in autumn. Viluf discovered a strange rock buried on a lonesome lake isle. It weighed less than a pickle pot, but in his thoughts it became a mountain. For secreted in wax among its contours he discovered a note. A map with drawn instructions. Stone bathing. Yeah, it's weird, but at least it's instructions. So on an early fall morning, shadows on the land making it in, all like a glimpse of another age, another world. On a morning like this one, is it alright for me to feel called away and go? Vilf, I was thinking about borrowing... Wait, you're off? Oh, me and Lambora are going. I suppose. Figure out a new voice.
Yeah, I'd stake my son's breakfast on it. This here's the place he means. I've really done it, haven't I? This boy's liable to fall in love with me now, such a nuisance.
A bright, cool day. This fascination isn't the simple curiosity others might assume. I mean, you're even more unusual than you seem, and I wonder if you're dangerous.
Never go anywhere with this weirdo, okay? Alone? Not ever again.
Viluf tenderly tucks the rock inside some weatherproof sacking. It's the end of the journey, almost. Lambora feeds a frivolous fire. Didn't realise how wild this part of the world had become. You don't think something got her? That's probably dumb. Been a long piece of the morning now, hasn't it? I guess.
You're a blarg!
What?
I have returned.
That's good. But we're not who you want to be, Surprise.
Seriously? With her? No, I didn't say anything. Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, well, yes, it's where remember it being, of course it was. Let's lunch, let's let me lie down for a moment and I'll hike with you back up there. Shouldn't take longer than a couple hours. Young sturdy man like you should have no trouble.
So, after lingering for a late morning meal, the woman Dwali, whose ranch is nearest the mountain, leads them up it.
Yeah, the rain will move the rocks around sometimes, but it's never not the slopes I leaned my herbs on.
Chuckle of water, happy in its path. Damp mutely smells and the spicy aroma of cinder broom.
All year round it sings its tune, just like this. Never frozen, never too warm or icy, just like this.
Reminds me of the younger days, of the watersides.
Whoops, now I see why you went that way around. Been a holy place sometimes, when lots of holy places was a thing folks needed. Nowadays, we don't think that way, but it is meat, fed from deep below, I guess I've heard. Reminds me of catching minnows when, yep.
Time goes by.
Its original name is one of those hefty to pronounce old words, but it's translated as Starfall Spring.
Starfall Spring? Starfall Spring?
Like it? You should see it at night.
No way it's called that.
Here we go. Get up here and you can scoot yourself down on your butt. Almost got it. It's so slippery.
The rain-smooth rock is salted with dirt and gravel. The mountain continues higher, where it can be heard battling tireless winds. Great boulders guard the water.
Anyways, always that same temperature.
A real wonder of the wild world, isn't it? The name, though, for some reason captures my imagination.
I think, as for the name, just wait. It's from how it looks under the stars, like someone knocked a few of them down to glimmer in the water like beautiful things, like gemstones, I mean. So, but I do need to get back and check the ox isn't dead. I'll come along in a week's time. I'll bring supplies for you.
I think it's undue degree of kindness you're showing of us, if I'm being honest. But no, you know, we do appreciate it. Here's what I'd ask you to do. Burn some drift moss. I saw some down there. Burn it at the foot of the mountain so we can help you up, carrying whatever you'll spare us. We'll look for some smoke, and then a week or 10 days make it.
10? Yes, but thank you for your outland gallantry and well, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it won't take so long, whatever you're doing, and you can come spend some time at the ranch.
Sure, that could happen.
Alright, watch me fall back down and break me. Nope, here we go. Okay. You do know, right, why that woman's being so helpful?
No clue.
Really don't want to be there for that.
Viluf studies his instructions once more as the pale light pickens and passes from the sky. They'll take time too to prepare a camp, and as night blossoms... Hey, leave those ropes alone. Come look at this.
In a second, I was preparing a torch.
Won't need one. So Lambora clambers up to gaze on something she'll remember for the rest of her life.
When did it turn so lovely?
It was a moment ago. I turned around to pick this up and
it was sparkling? Well, it's pretty. Magically pretty. So as far as... Oh?
As far as our whole stone bathing, this'll be night one. Oh, did you see the...
Yep, they're perfect, aren't they? Ah, stars. Oh well. So it's night one. We are trying this.
I'm embarrassed suddenly.
I get it, but
it was the whole thing, right? Yeah, so... Here. He reaches out, lets the rock down in one palm until it floats and pulls his arm back. The water feels weird, warmer than air. A phantom sensation lasts on the skin even after Viluf withdraws his hand, like an invisible current churning. Yeah? Didn't feel like that earlier? Anyway, we bathe this rock? We start to try and bathe it, yeah? And that's what they'll do. Holding it under, pouring water over it with their cupped hands, watching the water stream off its gleaming smooth surfaces. The buoyant stone fights submersion. They'll wind up taking shifts, inevitable boredom and mounting exhaustion turned what first seemed like a whimsical task into a muscle-chewing challenge. And that's night one. Another night to another to another, evening to midnight, to the black early hours. The sun peeks in like a muzzled friend each morning, pitying their cold bones in that cramped mountain crook. Sometimes among mindless stretches of task, they feel peace. Sometimes the world's beauty beats on the hardened senses of even its worst worn and weariest waves on a rocky coast. Reduces the resistances, reveals dark fresh ore where studied sun-bleached impressions of things had seemed so solid and permanent. It's 12 days on, overcast at noon. That grinning woman, Dwally, returns. Figured you wouldn't see my smoke, so I just carried these things up myself. Wee-hoo! Wee-hoo? They take the night off to talk and eat together, enjoying the bread, meat and wine she's bought. So I did rummage a little around the boot, who now keeps the red orchid, and I pruned from him a little sprig of lore I hadn't heard. This spool was in fact made by a star that fell to earth long, long ago, in the youth of sands and water. It's certainly in the name. I don't... Wait, you mean because it's Starfall Spring? You think that could be what it means? The following morning, she's up before both of them. We don't mind if you stay, but understand wanting an early start. Oh, sorry, is there something? Okay, well listen, I should probably clear something up. No, I'll go first. I have to apologise to you. I probably made you think. And Dwally, ranch owner, an unfailing windy heart, gives grim accounting of her casually unleading ways, and the beloved husband she has at home, who is not at all deceased, as she may have implied on first meeting Vilulf and Lambora. She stoops as she trudges down the mountain, heavy still with the weight of her confession. What? They'll return to the rhythm of their labours. Poor boy. Why were you born this way? Dwally, you scoundrel, you heartbreaker. Several nights pass, and they've continued taking their turns, bathing the rock and drying by the fire. So it doesn't feel like this needed both of us. Makes me sorry to Lambora. Yeah, in spite of her whole face. What did you... Oops. What? The little rock beast paddles and hauls itself ashore. I can't say whether it was steeping it in this water for long enough, or just a spark to the soul already, you know. We should go. At this point, yeah. Follow it, you mean? Guess I'm stuck bringing up the rear. Don't worry, I'll chase you down. Get as much of the stuff as I can. Already, Vilulf has to hurry, leaping down the night boulders on a pathless scramble to who knows where. Oh my god, they're going again. They may as well send Mick Boy. Poor Lambora's falling behind. I'm hurting. Can't we rest? Even just for a few moments? Oof. By tonight, it will be 2 full days they've been walking. I'm just saying, there's a point we can't keep going, right? What then? What happened? Hopefully I didn't offend her. Rock will probably just open back up, don't you think? On her own? Why are you asking me? Think I know something? Bad oversight. Neither of us thought to bottle up any of that spring water. Am I really to blame here? Am I supposed to just accept being grouched at? Sorry, my tone was meant to... I'm not attacking you. Fatigue and frayed nerves soon drive them to silence, then to sleep. But dawn glows on the dew-shining crest of an alert stone head. Ugh, already go? No rush. Only fair thing is that you go first this time, and I'll follow. Change things up if you want. Sure, alright. How strangely sweet suddenly. The trek over the scrubby feet of mountains onto sheets of yellow-grey fieldland. The threadbare fields are clutched up onto the knees of thinning hills. On these wind-hollowed hills, Vilul Fundambora trace the path of their unflagging small striding guide. You're still sore about coming on this trip, right? How many nights since the pool? 9. 9, counting also the one we didn't stop for. Can I admit, I kind of almost admire the thing. So small and so sure-seeming. The long, slow chase ends the following morning. They are hidden from a cloudy sky by musky woods. The rockling stops. How long's it been? A few moments. What's it showing us? Don't know. And reality veers close to being. They see a hanging image, a light swan, a memory. The spectre of a home that bitterly had stood. Well before the towns they know, well before the wood. It was a fearful place for the girl who lived there, a place she couldn't leave. For though she was born a blissful, ember-fond girl, she became something else instead. She became a girl chased by wildfire, a girl tangled, chewed by flames. But the glowing jaws clenched round her knees. Her parents pried them free, brought her back over the hills to the house, and here left her living in the care of Spring. Spring entrusted her to Summer. Summer hid her fragrant shade for Fall to find. Grandmother Winter visited with rain to cool her painful feet. None of them once allowed this girl to starve. 3 years they're wound together like roots, wild-fed and weather-blessed. Nights when the inside of the house were darkest, she was happiest. She'd wait for twilight up on Clovertop Hill, scowling down moonrise but welcoming stars. And one such night she saw a powerful thing. To the mountain she followed, where she'd seen the thing plummet, 20 days on young brittle legs. To the rim of a crater, which was brimming with star melt, and a drifting there stone opened up before her eyes. The orphan girl, Dunivia, met little Ogogan that day, Ogogan, out of darkness. Ogogan whose mother, the knight, must have adopted this girl. For thereafter they were sisters, on an ever-path adventure, lucky and free, looked on by unnumbered family. Did a mystic flame flare in the girl's scarred heart, bringing the stone alive? Or was it the stone that instilled in her its celestial power? An answer never mattered to either of them. The orphan Dunivia Coil became Dunivia the Star-kin child, a brave, friendly rambler, the solver of troubles, the crafter of miracles, and to her dear ones, always a guardian, until the final night, when she left this world alone. She was a young woman who never went home. A Gogan.
You know these woods. I think these woods are strange.
I feel that too. What's it like for you?
It's like they came here with a will to claim this all, like the forest itself was at one time, furious.
Yeah, there's this image to me of roots, the tree roots, going down deeper than the ground, and they come out the other side, and the tree's there too. But yeah, you kind of get a sense too, an anger, I think, but it's a resolved anger.
Wants us to go. She wants us to...
I mean, tell me if you feel like we're not finished here.
Me? You're asking me? I've wished before to be a random object.
A random object?
You know, like a mantelpiece. I've wished to be things like a great big oak or a boulder. Things that I believed must dream and feel next to nothing.
What about you now? We know what you wanted us to know, I think. Was that the whole thing? Your story? About your world? You call her your big sister?
The truth is, I don't really know what that was. And in a way, I'm sorry I saw it. Because I'll think about it. Maybe every day. Oh well.
You're welcome to keep coming along with us.
You're saying that?
Why? So what? She's welcome to travel with us, is all I'm saying. I mean, isn't she? And it might be that the celestial traveller remembers a voice in her sleep. A man's warm voice, his arms after so long listening to the cold of the lake. The purposeful truth-seeking sounds of his caring. And even times he spoke his heart, knowing his voice struck something that was likely an earless, mindless as a pathstone. It might be that Agogan remembers all that, or it might not. Perhaps Vilulf will one day ask.
Or I suppose it's also possible this was always the plan. Dunivia, that ancient mystic, she left her friend behind. Yes, to be woken and to live again, but also to find another person to walk next to.
I remember you offering us a roof sometime.
I still think the likeliest explanation of all is that she can't help herself, she just likes you.
Dawn over the house will shimmer, no different than it did the day they set out, but all three of them return changed. The journeys taken, the wonders witnessed and walked. Carved out new wrinkles in the face and heart. Okay, girl. That took forever. What? Right, let's all go over here. Up. Hey, I got a splinter. You say you got a splinter? Or it got me, but yes, I got a splinter. You got a splinter? Now, I'm not saying splinters don't hurt, but I got what looks like I got a mean splinter, see? Sliding down past an elm. I've got a bunch of splinters out in my day. I'll have a look. I guess I'm just concerned, because we're close to the grove now. Well, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper it seems to wriggle. Or whatever, I'll get it out later. Blisters and splinters, scrapes and bruises. Come on, we have worse things ahead of us. Psst, Lundbora, what's with his hair? Shh, I don't know. But Martik, next time we get a break, sure, we'll probably just fall out on its own though. Only it doesn't. Sometime later, Martik will look and find the splinter gone, but a piercing pain will stretch inside him. A pain that comes and goes. An ancient elmish soul weaves its roots through his heart. Oh fuck. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind then. Oh my god. What's this do? Discus. Nice, nice. Damn. Okay. Rumours of Gorgons had led the Legion of the Two-Headed Requiem through tangled woods to the site of long-forgotten ruins. Wind-worn rock and decayed edifices are all that remain of this ancient city. Weird. There's nothing in the local histories about what kind of people there were. What happened to them? Could have been a war that wiped them out, or a plague. Left no one behind to tell their story. Petrified rat over here. Nice of them to leave us a trail. Wonder what those creepy critters are up to all the way out there. Well, there's plenty of stonework still intact. They could put it to use maybe. Turn this place into something defensible. Guess it's not unusual to make use of what the dead left behind. The dead. Sometimes you forget most of them were just plain, ordinary folks, living their lives. You know, with all the usual hopes and fears and everyday concerns. Not to mention loves, passions. Imagine how many coy glances were exchanged on these very streets, heartbeats quickening. And in those homes, every evening, they laid down their heads, passed the night in fervent dreaming. Guess they formed friendships, same as us, helped each other through the hard times. In the open pit of an old amphitheatre, Gorgon beasts bray and mill. Thoughts? Do we just charge in? Bunch of them standing under that pillar. How about I bring it down? Nice. Oh no! Oh, Motrake! Jesus Christ! Okay, you're staying there, Motrake. I said that and then instantly moved him to a Bogmaw. Trogdor! I'm fine with that. That's fun. That's also fun. Nice. Easy. Okay, that'd be good. That'd be good for my dude. Oh no! Oh, wait. As their breathing stills, they hear the chittering of birds, the buzz of bees. Overgrown grasses rustle in the breeze.
Has to be all of them, right?
Wouldn't hurt to have a look around. A place like this could have a few secrets. Not far from where they fought, a section of flagstone appears to be coming up. Martrick pries some away with his toe, uncovering what appears to be a way below. With a little more effort, they widen out an entrance. How deep is it?
Stairs. Should we? I mean, you think it's safe?
Any good reasons not to go? Down they climb into the ancient city's underbelly. Slimy things skitter away at their approach. A rancid odour hangs in the air. Torch over here. Let me just... A splash of light. Their surroundings take colour and shape. The passage opens into a small enclosure of an oval room. Bits of rotted wood and matted straw form the pale suggestion of a bed at one end. Smells, doesn't it? Huh? Didn't expect to stumble in somebody's dusty old bedroom.
Dark and dank. Wonder why they...
Scattered around the room are what remain of a life's possessions. Most are decayed or moth-eaten beyond recognition. Could have been a hat, maybe?
Frying pan. And maybe weird-shaped dice.
If the Gorgons found this place, I'm guessing they didn't see anything worth taking. But there's one item that catches Martrick's eye. A small bone flute set atop a stone pedestal. Alone, it seems to have survived the passage of years, unmarred. Moon-coloured, its surface is smooth, polished by the press of an ancient fingertip. It begs to be held again.
You've got that look in your eyes, Martrick.
Hmm? Oh. Aye. There was a bard, Rivlaf Higgs, who used to sing of people cursed by a mossy mud spirit. Their tongues were garbed, so that one could not understand the words of another, but a melody they found, hadn't lost its meaning. I wonder what songs these ancient people used to play, whether they would mean something to us if we heard them. The way it's placed, think it was treasured by the hands that held it, well looked after. Martrick moves forward and carefully plucks the flute from its stand. If music can bind us together, can speak to us of our humanity, then maybe this is our link to those who lived and were forgotten, a way for their legacy to carry on.
Taking it, I guess, where maybe letting old legacies live again.
They put out the torch, make their way back to the surface, and steal the passage behind them. Seal.
Song would be nice for the rollback, one that'll fit the spirits.
Horned children, Jesus. What is that? I thought this was tainted, but no, it's fine. This is tainted. Ooh, bonus damage, eh? None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our wilds. We knew something lived inside them. Blue burning hate that frenzied them, then left them still. A stone sentence, worse and more deadly than any venom. Today we would finally find out where it came from, and why it wouldn't stop. Well, Doomley Veins looks mostly intact. But we should still ready. Lambora? Anything? I don't know, but believe me, I'm not falling asleep back here. Personally, I'm done expecting things to go smoothly. Yeah, you depress me. Their approach to the town, Doomley Veins, is completely silent. Oh no! Nothing in there. Let's all stick together. Golly. What sick unearthly story did we wake up in? This is what will happen, and how many more are there? There's tracks. They go up to that barn door. Hey, have you guys heard the story of the Garden of Souls? Whatever did this could still be inside. I'm not at the barn, am I? Is that the barn? That's the barn. Okay. I looked in there. Damn it. Should have done that first, really. Don't kill Martrick. Damn. This'll just guard. Fuck this. What's this? Health. That could have gone worse. Yes. But did you even help? The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body. Whoa! Hey, it's got... The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn and plucks up Wildermyth like he's a straw doll, his weapons falling uselessly from his hands as it pulls him in. Wildermyth! Don't panic! A voice leaks from Wildermyth's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like something's fretting and plucking a fiddle, who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bone stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. You are not alike to us, weak lungs and small minds, stacks of splintering bones, thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives, so noisy? Be wise now. Will you survive if you hurt him? You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon. The master, Ulstrix, has promised us silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain or distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten. A tentacle invades Wildermyth's ear. Stop! Bambora leaps forward, her brow drawn back, an arrow knocked. She looses. Stop, I said! The arrow sinks into the great beast's neck. Wildermyth falls free of its tendrils. As Martrick rushes over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Bambora hesitantly takes Wildermyth's shoulders, holding him steady. Mom spaghetti. That's not spreadable, right? A strange stony affliction spreads from Wildermyth's ear. Wildermyth? This isn't over. I saw its mind. This stone was in its claws. Wildermyth takes the stone from Martrick's palm, turning it in front of his eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. The strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon blood. Each face is graven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epichrist. This town, Doomley Veins, these petrified people, even this monster. I don't want to discount them, but none matter particularly to the bigger picture. The epicrest glistens, sticky and blue. The Gorgons have a master. Ulstrix, it's called. It's looking for something, some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in this stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstrix wants and make sure he doesn't get it. Oh. "11 years of peace." During the years of peace, the Gorgon's mark grew and crested over to cover one side of Viluf's face. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the Doomley Vane's barn. There were nights, several of them, in a given year. Nights when climbing high, little Ogogon seemed to glimpse a familiar face, past the moon and across millennia. The wood that came out of the quiet lumberyard had a unique sheen, and if you looked at it in the right light, it seemed to glow from within. It was especially popular in wands and staves. When days were bright and beautiful, Lambora planted saplings. She dreamed of one day bringing her love to sit in the shade of the trees she'd fostered. Yeah, he's gonna get a tree leg. Okay. Let's give her that bow. Queen Seeker. Nice. There we go, I think that's all fine. Cool. Lambora fell into the work of deciphering the epicrest. If it's true, it hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dripped along. The meanings of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in her research slides into place. It's always about heroes, isn't it? And she can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we've had few years of relative peace. No, you're not getting it. Let me put it more simply. Imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army out of just normal folks. I suppose I'd find the ones I trust first and be organised about it. Purposeful. You'd want the right people commanding. A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancients and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstrix, our master of Gorgons, needs this thing? What is it? Some kind of divine spear? As a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yes, that's what I believe. And why does it need to do that? Why does it need the spear? Or why does it need the support of others like it? What is Ulstrix? Perhaps there's something in old evil that the Gorgon is fighting, but I'm worried. It's just us. Hi. Hi. Who's that? I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that told tale, kind of a poem or a song in some places? I know it well, actually. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost, and according to our version, the spear was laid to rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. But they've got a pretty big head start, so... Plus, I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but there's more Gorgon sightings the past month. Now seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc these things caused. And we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? As long as we stand together, we're a wall no storm or season can topple. The shadows deepen. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Poor Villof. So how do I get like that? Oh, I wanted to see their bum 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 bum.